Yes, sirree.
It's the world's dumbest podcast. It's the live show with Boss Man Sean and John.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a reason that we have that. John's going to be going on a road trip here pretty soon. And so we thought we'd bring in Lindsey Buckingham. Always good to hear from him, right? Yeah, I'm going to crank him up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he should be cranked up. There we go. How about that? There we go.
I'm just hoping that my road trip's a little less adventurous than the Griswolds.
Well, are you going to get in the family truckster? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, that's what we're going in.
And we've got joining us this morning, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Lind, 80s Flashback. Yes, sir. And we're talking about the 80s. While we're speaking of that, of course, that was a big hit back in the day. I was in high school, I think, when that thing hit the charts. It was just
That was my first year teaching high school.
Here we go. Here's a guitar part. Yeah, there you go. You go, Lindsey. That's right. I think the guy's still making music. He's out there somewhere. Anyway, welcome into the show. Everybody having a good time here this morning. Of course, we're getting closer to 80s Flashback, and that's going to be the big deal that's coming up here in a couple of weeks. And Dave Lind, I know we had you back in January on the inaugural show. Tell us what the latest is on 80s Flashback. I know you're getting close.
We're only I think 3 weeks away, and we're going full train. It's going all the way full throttle. We're having fun with it. We're getting items in left and right. I mean, this year is going to be probably the best year ever of raffle prizes I ever had. I mean, we have everything from Debbie Harry to, hopefully next week we'll get Elvis Costello, because that's the one I would love to have personally.
Oh, that ought to be good.
But we're getting a lot of good stuff. We have a lot of individuals coming from out of town. They make this this is my vacation stop, no matter what. And this year we have a Hugh Lewis and the News tribute band called Back in Time. So
Back in Time?
They'll be playing on Friday, July 31st. And then they also will be dipping into a little bit of Tower of Power during their sets also.
Okay.
They're going to finish up that. And then Saturday we'll have the traditional.
All right, well, I'm going to see if I can share some stuff here from 80s Flashback. Let's see what we got here. And I've got a Dave Lind file just of all the good stuff here. Now, Dave, you do a ton of fundraisers, and here's one of them right here. This was from a few years ago, and of course, I shared this on last week's show. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yeah, there's Dave, and I think you were with that group, the Village Idiots. Is that right?
Yeah, that was it. That's what we call it, Cabin Fever. Yep.
Yeah. So that was at that was at Currahee Brewing Company. That's the Cabin Fever event, as Dave's been talking about there, and all for a good cause. And of course, you guys have been doing that every single year now. And what's the money looking like now, as far as money being raised and all that jazz? I know it's gotten better.
Our goal this year is to do $40,000. Last year we raised $36,000 for the Shriners Children's Greenville Hospital, and we picked up 23 new patients for the hospital from Macon County. So our goal this year is to have at least 4 more patients for the hospital from Macon County, and go for our $40,000 goal of raising that for the hospital.
Okay, sounds good. Tell us about the Regal Beagle. I know we're going to get back to 80s Flashback. So what do you got? You've got autographed pictures of a bunch of celebrities in there, don't you?
Yeah, right behind me. I'm at the Regal Beagle bar area right now, but behind me we have everything from Larry from Three's Company. And we have, this whole place was built with scrap wood, and I would take you on a tour one day. I'll film it for you, Sean, and send it to you. But it's everything from I'm looking down right now on my walls, from Billy Idol to Aerosmith autographs to even a Seinfeld shrine I have over there in the corner. So this is all. I've been building this for 4.5 years.
I was going to say, directly right behind you, isn't that the next door neighbor Larry, the guy that used to show up?
Yep. And then I have Isaac also from the Love Boat too.
So Isaac from the Love Boat. That was a big deal. And you basically just have a whole collection of stuff.
Oh yes.
That you just send off and get. And I still have to. In fact, I've got that somewhere in the office here. I've got that Eagles helmet. I've got to send off to get Vince Papale to sign it. It's that retro one, the old hunter green one with the silver, those colors that they don't even use anymore. I thought that was a pretty cool time for that. But yeah, you got connections all over the place. Tell us about some of the connections that you got.
Well, some of the connections we have, luckily I've been blessed to know a lot, getting in with a lot of good celebrities, but also famous coaches such as you know, always, Nick Saban was my biggest client I ever had, and him and Alan Jackson were my clients when they were down on Lake Burton. But now Nick is actually leaving Lake Burton to go up to Cashers now, and then we had Alan Jackson move back to Townsend, Tennessee. But those were some of the guys, and they actually opened the door for me and helped me get started with the 80s flashback and helped me get autographs for the auction and raffles and all that stuff. So now it's become, like I said, we went originally in 12 years ago, we had 53 people show up for our event, and now we're averaging 3,500 to 4,000 people per night.
Yeah. Well, I remember when it was John. You went a couple years ago? You went. Didn't you go last year?
Yeah, I missed it last year, but I was there 2 years ago. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, I'm going to miss it this year because I'm going to be on my road trip.
Oh yeah, he's going to be on the family.
I was really looking forward to the Huey Lewis band.
Well, knock wood. Hopefully next year we're going to have a Van Halen tribute band kicking us off.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah, so these guys from Atlanta. So
yeah,
we're hoping to get them in next year.
All right, I'm going to share a couple of. I'm going to share a couple of flyers here real quick. Let's see if I can find them in here. And it looks like this is the flyer for the Friday night band right here. Can you guys see that? That's the Huey Lewis and the News tribute.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's going to be 6:30 to 10 o'clock, and all kinds of stuff. Of course, you got nostalgia there and all that. I remember a few years ago when it was up at Currahee. I think one night you had it 17. It's when things started to really take off. And I was able to snag a little Mr. T, one of those little, pictures on a stick or whatever, the headshot deal. Awesome stuff, man. I mean, you have all kinds of prizes. So what are some of the prizes you got this year, Dave, for that on that Friday night?
Actually, like I said, I'm going to sneak off real fast while you chit-chat, and I'll grab one. How about I grab some?
Yeah. Kind of show us what's going on. Of course, that's going to be the Huey Lewis and the News tribute band, which will be shaking on Friday night, which should be fantastic. Good stuff. Yeah, he's going to go grab some prizes there. But, so one year, John, he had Michael Jackson in the house. Michael Jackson impersonated. Oh, good Lord. Look at this. He's got the big gift basket full of stuff.
You can't see it really, but this is the ultimate. If you're a true Braves fan, this is the perfect one for you. I wish I had a better camera. I'm terrible at camera stuff. But you have the recently departed Bob Horner signed a batting helmet from when we were little. Remember the ice cream cups?
Yeah, he's the guy that. Yeah, he's the guy that hit 4 home runs in a game, right? Bob Horner, remember that? Yeah.
I'm not sure offhand, but I know he was Rookie of the Year in '78. So, and we have
it's back when they had those. Back when they had the jerseys with the little arrowhead on the side, they were real. Total.
We have we have everything from Dave Justice autograph to Steve Avery. So those are some of the items we have.
Oh, that's some cool stuff, man.
That's
awesome.
We've been blessed to have stuff from. Let me get it another way. Sorry.
Hey, listen, before you go any further, I won a hockey. It was Dave's hockey pack. One year.
Yes.
In fact, right behind me, if you look on my closet door there's a Mike Rizzioni autographed picture from the 80s. Dave knows I'm a big hockey fan.
Oh, yeah.
And so I've got that on a wall, and then I've got you can see it way over here. Let's see if I can get my finger. Okay, right about there, that's the Hanson brothers autographed picture. It was the one where they were all lined up, and they were, in the national anthem in the movie Slapshot. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to hear the song. Yeah, right. So it just good stuff. So
that
anyway,
was legal.
Yeah. That's right. But they started. It's the one where they're just brawling right before the game even started. And then the referees had to break it up. And the guy's like, listen, I'm going to have my eye on the 3 of you guys. It's just timeless stuff. And so anyway, there was a Blu-ray DVD in there of the movie. Fantastic stuff. Love it. But anyway, so this time around you got Brave stuff.
Yeah, we got stuff like that, but also too, like this morning, I'm working on a gridiron college football classic with Tommy
college
Frazier
football.
from Nebraska.
Yeah.
We got Larry Johnson from Penn State at mini helmet. Jason White, 8x10, and then Rocket Ishmael, and then a few other things in it.
Yeah, I might be interested in that Tommy Frazier. Is that the Tommy Frazier mini helmet autographed, Nebraska?
No, it's 8x10, but it's one where he's beating Florida, where he looks back at the Florida guys as he goes down the sideline.
Oh yeah, that was. And of course, John, you remember in the mid '90s, Nebraska was a powerhouse. They won, I think, back-to-back titles. They had Lawrence Phillips was his favorite
Lawrence
target.
in the backfield. Yep.
Yeah,
I think that they're one of the only few back-to-back champions that went undefeated ever. I think.
Yeah, they were, and that team in '94. I remember a buddy of mine. He was a big Miami fan. He was like, "Well, I can't believe they gave Nebraska the title because, they beat Miami beat Nebraska." I said, "No, they didn't. Tommy Frazier threw 2 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter and won the game, bro."
He was a beast. So he was nice enough to sign some stuff for me, and then also like traditionally, I'm a diehard Florida State fan, so I have my Florida State basket with Leroy Butler and Bobby Bowden signed the punt risky play. We have
yes,
and then work done on a mini helmet, and we have also golf too. We have a golf package too for Old Edwards Inn club out there too, and then one night stay at Old Edwards Inn. I'm trying to look over here, and then we have a wide variety. We have George Strait and Ryan Millsap autographs in the basket called Gone Country. So I'm trying to. It's hard to find '80s stuff still around today. It's very hard.
real hard. Other than music, you can find music in numerous different places. I've got a ton of it here to bumper stuff for the show to fire up. But it is. I mean that was a very hot time. John, you were out of high school by the '80s, weren't you?
Yeah, I graduated in '81 from high school and '85 from college, and was teaching in '86. So '80s was a big time for me.
Yeah, you saw the quiet time.
Yeah. But anyway, everybody likes to come back to that thing, and I just remember being at the Rathskeller that one year, and Dave's walking around with this, and by the way, I still have that in my office at the radio station. I've still got that black wig that I wore.
Are you going to wear it this year? Are you and your lovely wife?
I might try to make a cameo appearance down there, but that was it was just it was not a tiny little crowd, but it was a smaller crowd, right? And you had the stage that was set up there. Yeah.
Yeah, John. Originally, we had at the Rathskeller, the concerts. We had Off the Record, who finally got back together now, but they were at the Rathskeller. We had probably about 250 people at the Rathskeller on 2 trailers, and that's how we started off originally on these concerts. And then we got so big that the local landlord of the building said, "No more, you can't be here anymore." So we had to move. So we went to from the Rathskeller to Lazy Hiker, Curry, and we divided up every night. Like one night we have a tribute artist at Curry, and then the next main event will be at Lazy Hiker, and we rotate every year. And we had everybody, tribute artists from Cyndi Lauper to Madonna to Michael Jackson. We had
the impersonator. Didn't you have Rod Stewart there? Wasn't there a Rod Stewart?
Yeah, we had a Rod Stewart impersonator, and then finally I said, "Okay, we're getting this. That's fun, but it's karaoke almost." So I said, "We gotta go live." So that's when I started reaching out to these different bands and got lucky and got a few good ones, and they started really kicking off. So we're hoping this year that the Back in Time News band will be really great, and I think they have like a 6-piece horn section and all that.
Oh
shebang.
wow!
Yeah, so they're going to be really fun.
Yeah, well,
yeah, it looked like a pretty big band.
Maybe Tommy needs to go and take notes on some of those.
Be good.
Some of those
be good.
players.
If you, actually, real quick on that one, I'll give you a couple.
Yes,
more
please. I'm always looking for new news on the old band.
If you look at the video,
Vegetables.
If you look at the video we did of back in the Time News promo recently, in the right hand corner of the video, it looks like Tommy Jenkins' brother or sister in the background. Of the band. Even my wife said, she's like, "That's Tommy Jenkins, it's his brother or sister." So you gotta check out the videos. So. But this year we have, like I said, on closing out, we'll have a parade at 5:30 downtown. I've heard that through the grapevine that Guy Gooder and Lee Clore and them are getting back together because last year they took a year off. The year before they were Van Halen. This year I heard that they're getting back together and they're going to surprise everybody with one of the biggest parade entries we ever had. So I'm excited about that.
They don't play music. They just dress up as Van Halen.
They lip sync and all that stuff. And like Lee
okay,
Clore did,
right, yeah.
he
Well,
was David Lee Roth, and he jumped. And they had a trampoline cut out in the middle of the trailer, and Lee Clore, I guess, tore his ACL by jumping so much.
Jeez.
I was like, it's just for a fundraiser. It's not professional. So, but yeah, we'll see how they do. But next year I'm excited because the Van Halen guys coming.
Yeah. No doubt, man.
Yeah.
John,
I like the Sammy Hagar years. I like Sammy Hagar years. I don't like the Dave Lee Roth years.
Really? That's fascinating. So there's always a big debate about that, and who sold more records, and whatever it is. Here's my take on that whole time, because I'm a big, huge Van Halen fan, and I like basically all their stuff. But I got to give the slight, teeny tiny edge to Dave, and let me tell you why. They had such a unique sound. It was just like this. I mean, Ice Cream Man. You had. Jamie's Crying. I mean, I could go on and on with it. Romeo Delight. Somebody Give Me a Doctor. I mean, just stuff like that. And then you get into Sammy, and it sounds like Sammy Hagar. I mean, and I like Sammy Hagar solo. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan solo. I think his stuff's fantastic, especially with Montrose and all that. But you get into but you get into the Van Halen thing. Okay, the first album was good because the 5150 thing, because it was unique, right? But then after that, you could tell they were starting to get into this kind of poppy sort of, it was like Black Sabbath. I mean, it just lost its identity. You got away from the original, who are these guys, to, the Van Halen.
I just think David Lee Roth was too much of a, look at me taking away
from
the talent.
But I mean, who in a band ain't like that, right? Who in a band's not?
We know a lot. We know a lot of local bands like that. But John, what do you think? What do you think? I mean,
the lyrics got better with Sammy, because I think he was doing a lot of the lyrics writing. But I'm like everybody else. I'm split between the two. David Lee had his moments. The only time I saw him live was with David Lee Roth, and that was back in.
That had to be prior 1985.
I want to say it was 2000. It was their reunion tour or whatever.
Gotcha.
Back in 2015, maybe 16, something like that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
He wasn't the same, He had his hair cut short.
He has that. He wanted to appeal to today's audience as opposed to the '70s.
Yeah.
I mean, because Sammy's 78 now, I think.
Yeah, Sammy. No, actually, Sammy is. I believe he's in the neighborhood. Yeah, that's right, Dave. I think. Well, he's knocking on 80's door. He's pretty close to 80. And Dave is a good 7 or 8 years younger, I think, than him. Dave a lot more.
Sammy still has a voice. David Lee is a little iffy.
Well, the only time I saw Van Halen is I saw him with Sammy 3 times. 5150 tour. I think the For Unlawful tour in '91, and then again in '93, and then Dave by himself when he had the Eat 'Em and Smile tour, the Yankee Rose and all that, with Billy Sheehan. By the way, he made everybody in that band mad and ran them all off. I mean, imagine this. Billy Sheehan and Steve Vai are your strings. The world's greatest band, and he runs them all off. I mean, just pitiful. That's just my take on it. And then, of course, a couple years later, he had the Skyscraper thing. Saw him then there as well. His solo stuff was pretty good, but again, just wasn't the same. But it's like the Doobie Brothers, right? So you got Michael McDonald, and then you got Tom Johnston's years. I mean, do you like the more biker kind of sound of Tom Johnston, or do you like the bluesy keyboardy thing with Michael McDonald? Two different.
Michael McDonald.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you have to. Yeah.
two different eras, right? But today they work together and they're touring together, and it's like, okay, fans can come and see Mike do his thing, and they can come and see Tom Johnston, who's still kicking. You know, they thought he was going to die back in the mid '70s, right? I think he had toured and ran himself ragged, so he's still around today. And so you got them both going out there. So it's interesting stuff. Dave, I wanted to share one more thing here. Let's get to Saturday night. And of course, Saturday night's going to be the big deal, right? It's going to be really big. And I want to get to, I think this is it here. See if we can do that. Yeah, can you guys see that okay? Well, that's the parade. That's the weekend parade right there.
Yep.
Yep, that's the weekend parade right there. So I like the Rubik's Cube thing in there. That's nice. You got all bases covered. Yeah, Pac-Man. Hey, John, did you play a bunch of Pac-Man back in the day?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we had the Atari, and then, of course, I had one of my sisters, you know, she had a little temper tantrum. She'd lose a game, you know, and mess it all up and all that jazz. And then I want to get to the other one, which I believe, let's see, I think this is it. Is this the Totally Awesome Party? This is what I'm talking about, Dave. This is the one Saturday night.
Totally Awesome.
Tell us about that. Yep.
Oh, my goodness. That I was lucky getting them 6 years ago because I thought originally Off the Record broke up, and I was like, oh, no. They called me 2 weeks before our event. Said, we broke up, we're fighting. And I was like, oh, no. So I had to YouTube everything. And then YouTube sometimes doesn't give you the best quality of performances. So luckily I was able to find these guys, 80s Nation, and they rocked it. We were lucky enough to have a sponsor pay them $7,000. They turn around and write the check for $7,000 back to the hospital after the performance. They come all weekend. So go ahead.
So these guys do a lot of these kind of things, right? I mean, this is they like doing
they play everywhere. They play everywhere. They're playing all around the Southeast. They refuse to play. The only place to play in Franklin is for the 80s Flashback Weekend. So if you called them up and say, hey, we need you, they're like, no, sorry, we only do it for Dave. But they bring in, I mean, they have on their Jumbotron, on our Jumbotron we have on our stage, they'll play the old movie videos. They do commercials. They even have a little trivia to get the crowd involved. I mean, they get into it. And it's a black male and a white female singer that kick it up. They kick it up, yeah. I mean, you see them right there.
There we go. I think you guys can see it now. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They're
awesome.
And
this should be good stuff. Is it basically, and I guess it's all the 80s music, right, Dave? They just hit pretty much all the big stuff, right? They do everything.
Right? I mean, they do a lot of the pop chart stuff mostly, but every once in a while they'll throw in a couple of, you might get lucky and hear a little bit of Poison or something, but you won't ever hear Iron Maiden or anything like that. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, no Iron Maiden. We're not getting into the no metal stuff. But and I heard one year they were doing some Lionel Richie. I think was it Walking on the Ceiling or yeah.
He the black guy, he gets the crowd into it. I mean, he last year he was singing Jeremiah Jackson or Jerome Jackson something. He got the crowd into it. Every one of these good old girls up here were going crazy, like, oh my gosh, he loves me. I was like, no, that's part of the act. Yeah, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
well,
so
good stuff. Well, it's going to be a great time. It's going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Wow.
Going to be a great time, folks. Of course, we're a few weeks away. You guys are putting the finishing touches on it.
Yes, we are.
All right, good deal. And of course, we're going to have you back on as well. Just kind of give us an update on money raised, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh yeah, please do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys enjoy.
Stuff.
You guys enjoy.
All right, buddy. Hey, listen.
Hockey and basketball, football, and especially soccer right now. So.
Oh yeah, always some good stuff. All right, Dave. Hey, listen. Appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you doing it. We'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, Dave.
All right, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Lynn. Yes, sir. Over and out with Dave. Appreciate having him on the show. Yeah, I think he can exit there somewhere. Yep, and there he is. All right, so should be a good time, John. A lot of stuff happening.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah. Well, and I'm gonna try, but I mean, for me, it's kind of tough, being up here now, unless we get a weekend with the grandkids and all that jazz. Okay, so. This week,
you need to make a weekend with the grandbaby.
Yeah, I need to do that.
It's a good excuse.
Exactly. I need to
I need to do something, right? Okay, so let me get to some other stuff here that's going on. Of course, the big news this past week for all you soccer fans, not good news, I should say. And the U.S., of course, losing to our friends there in Belgium, if you want to call them friends, what have you. And, I guess the final score 4-1. And look at this, John. Yeah, Belgium does a little dance.
Yeah, I saw this.
And, I might as well throw a little laughter in there. So anyway, apparently Trump made a phone call prior to I guess the FIFA guy, the head of the FIFA, to get our superstar player reinstated after getting a red card. Which, I don't know your thoughts on that.
He threw his weight around. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, he certainly did. He certainly did. And anyway. Things didn't turn out well at that point, and we end up losing the game 4-1. I don't think the phone call helped. We'll just say that there's a lot of mistakes. Of course, the team went out there on the field and right away allowed a couple of goals. I think.
It was like 8 minutes in. They let a goal in. There was a really good shot right off the bat. We blocked it, but. Then they came back 8 minutes in and scored.
Yeah. So
it just snowballed from there.
Unfortunate news there for the Americans and all that. And anyway,
they did a lot better than I thought they were going to. I don't know if you remember back the show that we did right before things started. I was putting them down.
Yeah,
but
and of course this is the quarterfinals, obviously 2002, the furthest they've ever been. So they're trying to get back to that again. Well, we'll see. And we don't know if the coach is going to return, this aftermath. What players are going to return, for 2030. We don't know at this point.
God, 2030. It almost hurts to say that.
I know. It is painful to say that. And then Belgium turns around and they lose to Spain last night. By a count of 2-1, so Spain, which I believe has they've got a 22% chance of winning the cup. That's what they say, according to the odds makers, of winning the World Cup. France has a 38% chance. So France and Spain are going to go at it this week in the semis, and then of course we're going to find out who the other two teams are tonight.
You mean the other team that's playing Argentina?
Yeah, which is Switzerland.
Yeah. No, I mean after
you're talking about them making it all the way, right? Yeah. So we'll see how all that shakes out. So you've got Switzerland and Argentina going at it, and then you've got Norway and England. Who do you like out of that one going to the semis? Do you like the English or the Norwegians?
I think maybe the Norwegians.
Ah, surprise! All right.
Yeah.
Well, Argentina, by the way, is looking for a repeat. In fact, the first repeat since the Brazilians did it in 58 and 62. So it's been a long time since we've had a repeat World Cup winner. So could this possibly happen? We don't know.
Yeah, time will tell.
Time will tell. Oh, and I do want to throw out one more 4th of July tidbit here. Let's see if we can get this one going. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this was leftover from the 4th of July fireworks festivities. If I can find it somewhere, I think I can. Oh, yeah, here we go. How about this, John? Check this out. Let's see if this works. This is what not to do when you're firing up fireworks. You don't want this to happen, obviously. Let's see. Do we have any audio on this thing? I guess we don't. Just some craziness going on here. So apparently, there it is.
Jesus.
Man, look at the fireworks under the tailpipe. Yeah. And Isn't that nice? Yeah. So anyway, that's
Wow.
That's something that you just don't want to do.
Fireworks under the tailpipe is definitely worse than a banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah.
Speaking of 80s movies.
That's right. Well, we're on the subject of 80s. Yeah, there you have it. All right. Looks like a pretty good show all the way around. Now, tell us the plans here. What's the travel plans? When are you rolling out all that?
Wednesday we leave. We're going to leave about 6 in the morning and hope to get to St. Louis in time to see the Arch. And then we're going to Omaha, Nebraska the next day. And then I don't know what's in Omaha, but we're going to go see Omaha, Nebraska. And then
College baseball. Yeah.
Let's see, Friday. I guess that's the next stop. Friday is Mount Rushmore and Badlands National Park.
Okay.
And then Saturday we'll be down in Yellowstone National Park. And then we hit Spokane, Washington on
up on the
Monday,
plains
I
there.
believe
That's
it is.
Eastern Washington, for those of you geography folks out there. All right, good stuff. Well, Thursday we'll get together, try to get together. So you're going to be in Omaha, so maybe do a show from Omaha. You can.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about travel, too. Some of the dumbest travel stories. I've got a few of those. Some of the stupidest places that you can
Well,
stay
hopefully I don't have any dumb travel stories.
Yeah, hopefully not.
We'll see.
We'll see how it all shakes out. All right, good show. Yes, it's all good. It's all good,
man.
Yeah, it's all good, man, as we're going to roll out this little Ozfest here for you, the late great himself. Speaking of 80s, yeah.
It's been almost a year, hasn't it, since he passed?
Yeah, it's been a year since he's been gone, and we certainly miss the Oz man. Hey, John, appreciate it, buddy, and we'll talk to you soon. Talk to you next week.
Okay.
All right,
Take care.
safe travels. Yep, see ya.
All right.